players are going to miss your sessions. When they do, you'll be faced with a choice. How do you continue the story and the game without them? There are as many solutions to this as there are dungeon masters. Some DMs play the missing PCs themselves, running their sheets from behind the screen. Some DMs hand those sheets to another player, who runs both characters, almost like an understudy. Some DMs, quite cleverly I think, arrange their entire campaigns around premises or artifacts that allow for the easy transfer back and forth of missing players. Some DMs just run Wes March's games. There are strengths and weaknesses to each of these approaches, but I don't use any of them. I, of course, have my own solution that I like. It's not particularly ingenious, but I don't think I've seen it anywhere else, and I do think it has some interesting and beneficial side effects. I call it, somewhat unseriously, a robo-PC. If a player is absent, and there's no reasonable way to explain the character's sudden disappearance, then I will run the missing player's character, but in an almost comically limited way. They don't participate in any role-playing scenes or moments. They don't have access to anything but their most basic spells and abilities, and when they speak, it's in video game-esque barks. Things like, "I come from wealth," and "Arcana check." Now, does this break immersion? Absolutely it does. I don't normally advocate for something that shatters the fiction like this, but for some reason, every party I've done this with responds well to it. On a purely logistical level, this is nice because it grants the party some access to the missing player's resources, such as trained skills and basic attacks, and maybe a healing spell or two if I'm feeling generous. But the character is also bone simple for me to run. It's also a running joke I can use to lighten the mood, and it's something else even more valuable. It's a barking fucking dog. In an uncanny valley sort of way, they are a constant reminder of the missing player. Their character is here, and they're sorta acting like themselves, but none of the fun or the personality is there. It reminds the other players how much they miss their friend, and when their friend returns, they're all the more excited to see them. I mean, if the missing player's character was simply absent, they might forget, but they certainly won't forget if there's a weird robot standing there wearing the missing character's costume. What have I learned? Rather than attempt to explain away a missing player's absent character, make their absence very obvious to the players, both for humor and to increase excitement when that player returns. Hey, thank you so much for watching that video. Trust me, there's plenty more where that came from. If you like the channel, please consider subscribing, and you can even follow us on Twitter and Patreon. Look for the links below in the description. Thanks for watching.